There is a very beautiful folklore, a Vaishnava katha about Garuda and Hanumanji. One day, Garuda was strutting around, feeling mighty and proud of himself. He remembered how he had helped to obtain the nectar of immortality from the Asuras, how he constantly rushed to serve Bhagwan Vishnu, and how he had defeated countless demons. As he reflected on his achievements, his pride grew and began to cloud his perception. Soon he started proclaiming himself to be the greatest devotee of Bhagwan Vishnu. This prideful boasting did not go unnoticed by Sri Krishna. Smiling, Sri Krishna summoned Hanumanji and asked him to teach Garuda a lesson in humility. And so Hanumanji began wreaking havoc in the royal gardens of Dwaraka. He uprooted trees and flung fruits and branches in every direction. He then sat down to eat the fruits and created a mess. Garuda rushed to the scene. Seeing a Vanara destroying the beautiful gardens of his beloved Krishna, he immediately confronted him. Hanumanji, who was busy eating a mango, looked irritated at this bird interrupting him. Casually flicking his tail, he wrapped Garuda tightly in its coils. Trapped and unable to free himself, Garuda began gasping for breath. He begged for mercy and mentioned Sri Krishna. Hanumanji mockingly replied, "I don't know any Krishna. I only know Rama, and it is Rama alone whom I serve." With that, he flung Garuda far away. Humiliated, Garuda returned to Sri Krishna and narrated everything that had happened. Yet Sri Krishna could still sense traces of wounded pride in Garuda's voice. He instructed Garuda to return to Hanumanji and tell him that Sri Rama was calling him to Dwaraka. Garuda flew back and delivered the message. Before he could even finish speaking, Hanumanji had already vanished. Garuda immediately took flight with all his might, determined to reach Dwaraka before Hanumanji. When Hanumanji arrived at the gates of Dwaraka, the mighty Sudarshana Chakra, the strongest weapon ever created, was guarding the entrance. Full of arrogance and pride over his superior strength and skill, he blocked Hanumanji's path and refused him entry. Unwilling to waste time in a needless confrontation, when his Bhagwan had summoned him, Hanumanji just plucked Sudarshana Chakra and simply swallowed him. And then he continued inside. Garuda was stunned. Not only had Hanumanji reached Dwaraka before him, but he had also effortlessly swallowed the mighty Sudarshana Chakra, the most powerful weapon in all the three worlds. Inside the palace, Sri Krishna had assumed the form of Sri Rama, while Satyabhama, proud of her beauty, dressed herself in silks and precious jewels to disguise herself as the graceful Ma Sita. Hanumanji entered and immediately bowed down before Bhagwan. Krishna asked whether he had encountered any obstacles on his journey. Hanumanji replied, "Yes, Prabhu. The Sudarshana Chakra was guarding the gate and would not allow me to enter. I did not wish to waste time fighting when you had summoned me, so I swallowed it." Saying this, he opened his mouth and released the weapon. By now, Garuda and Sudarshana Chakra were left speechless. Their pride was completely shattered. Then Hanumanji looked at his Bhagwan and asked, "Prabhu, who is this maid standing beside you? Why is she here? Where is my beautiful mother, Ma Sita?" Hearing these words, the embarrassed Satyabhama lowered her head. Her pride in her beauty and grace vanished instantly. With just a single test, Sri Krishna taught humility to Garuda, Sudarshana Chakra, and Satyabhama. No matter how great one's power, beauty, or accomplishments may be, pride has no place in the heart of a true devotee.